Hello everybody, welcome back to Millennium Nigeria. Let us continue on where we last left off. So, how's our money situation doing? Right now, we've been hovering around $6.2 to $6.5 billion deficit for the last few months. Is this me just like printing money? What is my inflation at? I actually have no idea. Open weapon market. Thing is, I don't need to buy guns. At least not yet. What's our bonus here? We got foreign defense, 50% stability, more war support, government expenditures. We can invest money domestically. Peaceful diplomacy. We get more investment. Power costs down. Tax revenue from offices goes up by 10%. I feel like that 15% stability for the Conservative Party seems pretty good. So what does stability actually do? Factory output, dockyard output. Well, I mean, actually, does stability matter that much? Factory output and dockyard output, again, that's good in normal Hoi 4. Because it's, you know, you need to build a lot of guns to fight the Second World War, whether or not it's in Kaiserreich or really any mod has like a Second World War element to it. But Millennium Dawn doesn't really have that. So do I actually care about how many guns we make? I don't know. I don't know if it's really that important. I think we just say our 585 political power to go from crippling to rampant corruption. That allows me, one, I get more factory output out of this anyways, get more decryption. We'd actually just get a lot of everything. Everything gets better when we remove corruption. Two, regional power, tribal leaders. I hate that everybody hates me. But this allows me to actually fight the terrorist elements in the country. If we need to go to, well, if you want to fund de-radicalization programs, we can't do that with 9 corruption. We need less than that. Has high police intelligence funding, has police state active. We actually can't raid their hideouts right now. And what's it like right now? Substantial threat and we're a significant radicalization. Not great. We're actually like the third worst in sub-Saharan Africa. Probably like not great. And you require us to have a severe threat. I mean, it is almost there. And it's got a low likelihood of actually succeeding. But we might need to bomb them, right? We'll keep on doing counter-terrorism training. I don't think there's any reason not to. We spent command power. We're gaining that passively anyways. And are we going to be last standing or force attacking anytime soon? No, like, we're not. So, that's not a high concern of mine. I mean, what we want is, if we could just have you be... Yeah, because you are bad for corruption. 25% cost on this. It also sucks that we're like a rentier state. I prefer if we weren't, because that's like a 40% cost on this as well. We get our investment here. I mean, if we were to your fossil fuel, I want the oligarchs to like me a little bit more. Your stability goes down by 7%. $15 billion. Niger and Chad, Cameroon, everyone hates me a lot. None of them are too big of fans of me doing this. Nigerian foreign investment, very good. Oh, we just get stable growth for free. Well. Why would I say no? Why would I say no? We're gonna go from recession to stable growth in 65 days. I'm very happy with that. Investment off from Japan. Can I afford $1.5 billion right now? Again, I think the answer is like we have to keep on investing. Like, we get the infrastructure. And what does infrastructure actually do for us in this mod? Well, I think things build faster, right? Like, that's just the thing that infrastructure does no matter what. Yeah, 65%. I'm assuming that's due to infrastructure levels. And this is in Bafra, which is down here, right? You're Bafra? Yes. So that was just I'm going to say no to Japan right now. Like, just for the moment. Like, if you want to put, like, a civilian factory into the country, oh, I would love that. I'd be very, very on board. Also, these are actually almost on researching. We're almost in the mid-80s. Chaos in the Ivory Coast. Protests demanding democratic reform in the Ivory Coast have been forcibly suppressed by police. Well, right now they're a military junta. They're nationalists. We don't have that much influence here, so... kind of hard to say. We have 1.15. China has a lot of influence right now in Guyana. And, oh, a civil war in Ivory Coast. It's actually a four. So we got the Ivorian New Forces. Mostly, it looks like backed by Burkina Faso. We've got the Ivorian People's Front, backed mostly by France and the Chinese. Well, I mean, you're actually about the same. And then you're just the your National Public Salvation Committee. So do I have any 0.4, 0.5, 1.5 in here? I mean, you're both nationalists. You are emerging. So you are... we got the left-wing radicals. We've got the right-wing populists. And I'm guessing, yeah, you're in the military junta. Okay. So we got basically the far left. We got the far right. And then just the Ivorian military. Good old-fashioned three-way civil war. I don't, like, we're not at risk of breaking out of the civil war, right? I can't imagine so. Like, we're like 30%? I mean, Boko Haram does have 17%. They're getting more and more powerful by the day. But, I mean, they're not going to elect Boko Haram, right? Are they running for the elections? Can't imagine that's the case. The United Kingdom has attacked or influence. Not cool, Tony Blair, you piece of shit. 38.4. I would like to fight you a little bit more. We're now under a severe threat. I've got to bomb them. We got to try. It's not high chance succeeding. It's actually a 30-70 split. I'm assuming if we fail, it's going to be like not great. We can get like $1 trillion GDP though. We'll get more research slots. So we got 1, 2. We got 4, 8. So we can have up to 12 research slots. Well, I guess I get 12 research slots, and the fact that researches take 800 days, I guess is not so bad, because you're just researching so much all the time. But I would really like the 30% success rates, and not accidentally killing a lot of civilians. Well, actually, here's a good question. Because you're going to go from stagnation to stable growth. I'm assuming that always boosts up by 1 point. So if I were to spend 362 here, this would actually go straight into fast growth. I mean, I guess it's always 362 because it's... because you're 362. But I'm assuming once I take this will then be 362. Because 362 times 2 is 724. Which actually is slightly less than this. But I really, really want to get rid of the corruption as well. Division speed, you actually make our units slower. But you negatively affect so many things. Because your construction speed goes up, more construction stability. You know what? Give me stable growth. And then I'm assuming that this is going to go from stable growth to fast growth. Yes, it does. So I definitely think that is worthwhile. More stability, 25% construction speed, even more taxes. It did cost us a very, very... Like honestly, the prettiest penny you've ever seen in your goddamn life. Okay, Boko Haram, I really need you to stop being popular. Okay, Chad is elected a new government. That's fine. Is anybody around us also close to breaking out into civil war? Because the Congo, they still have Kinshasa, but I think that's going to collapse pretty soon. We do have the money to possibly invest, theoretically. We have $3 billion in international investment. If I invest in this, does this go up to 7 point, or from 8? So this would go up to $11 billion. I'm gonna take a... No, you know what? I'm not even gonna save. Again, you gotta spend money to make money. You're too expensive. Can't do this. But I will invest one singular point of infrastructure. and it goes up to $11 billion. 6% still does not round to 1. Oh, there we go. International investment is 0.007. We did it! We hit the 30%. Let's go! Political power goes up. Threat radicalization goes down. We've done it. We got now low radicalization. There's still a substantial threat. Like we haven't solved the crisis yet. But we've made a good first step, I would say. I'm pretty happy with this. Okay, I don't know if anybody's ever gonna actually end up winning this war. And even then, I don't know. Okay, it's for regional development. So we now have fast growth. Economic boom is pretty expensive. Tax revenue, supply. I mean, it's good to have. Well, we know we seriously do need to save up for rampant corruption. It just has to happen. Okay, we're now down to 5.6 billion. Again, we're still losing money. And again, I know it's like modern economic theory, like going into debt isn't actually bad. But it feels bad, right? Nigeria, Cameroon. Yeah, let's expand it to neighbors. Do you guys like me at least? 7.4%. We actually have no influence in Cameroon. I still want this province. Can I invest a office building here? 28 billion, because we have what? We have 22%. I would love to invest this. $28 billion. It's going to cost us literally everything we have. But hey, we're like I said, gotta spend money to make money. Throw in an office sector in here. It'll take almost a year. But look at that. We now have $38 billion in investments. That's getting us still 0.06. Do I have to refresh this? Oh, 0.042. That's money in the bank, baby. That's money in the bank. That is, okay, this is 1 billion. This would be 100. So it's $42 million. And it said that's paid weekly? So every week we made $42 million. Like, it doesn't, like, when you look at it, the number here, 0.042, it seems like not a lot. But have any of you watching this ever made $42 million in 1 week? If you have, please follow my Patreon and support me there. Thank you very much. Thing is, like, I can't spend more money on, like, this kind of stuff. I mean, well, like, what do you give me? Stability, construction speed goes up, research speed goes up. I mean, that would be nice. $2 billion. I mean, you're like you're like 1 billion more. That's not so bad. And then you're 4.7, which also, again, that's only like $3 billion more. We get more stability, we get way more research speed. Political power costs, it does cost political power. It costs us 0.2, which isn't nothing. Stability goes up. Political power gain. What about like advanced healthcare? It's very expensive, which I know is like not surprising in the least. You basically double our costs. We're decentralized right now. Construction speed goes down, we actually get like a lot more political power. I think it's worth it to go from decentralized to basic civil service. We go from 2.38 to 2.63. I think that is worthwhile. It will cost me like $500 million more per month or per week, whatever this actually goes by. I think that's okay. Like, it sounds like a lot, but on a government, on a net, like, we have, what, like 100 million people in the country? 128 million people in Nigeria. We're the most populated country on the continent. Obviously, basic services cost a lot of money. Like, I'm not, you know, Sierra Leone, who I'm sure everything costs a nickel because 4 people live there. Actually, I don't know how many people live in Sierra Leone. 2.4 million? That's nothing in compared to what's happening in Nigeria. You know, it's not like we're, you know, Equatorial Guinea. How many people live in Equatorial Guinea? Like 500,000? It's nothing. Sao Tome? What, like I'm going to say 36,000. 141, okay, a little bit more than that. But everything over there is dirt cheap. Because nobody lives there. Everything in Nigeria is expensive. I mean, it's not like American expensive, but I'm sure these cost tens of billions of dollars to upgrade. But that's because Nigeria's we're different than America. How long will this take, by the way? Because again, you need 585. If I could get the oligarchs to like me a little bit more, we wouldn't have such bad corruption. I mean, we could theoretically paste them if we had 1,800 political power. I can't imagine that happening. Sure, Sierra Leone, we can sign a non-aggression pact. We have a little bit of influence there. Like Guyana, we have 1.5. Sierra Leone, 5.2. We have some interest in this part of the continent. Benin wants a non-aggression pact. That sounds like, me and Benin, like, we're good friends. We're good friends. I don't know if I want to spend the money on doing this. And you cost... Oh yeah, what was it? Isn't this broken? I could have sworn, like, when we played this years and years ago, you could theoretically always target other people's influence. Like, this actually didn't cost political power. Oh wait, no, it costs 100 political power. Domestic influence. Okay, so actually, don't do that. Could have spent 50, and I mean that's not bad. Oh, no, save for corruption. What am I doing? You know what? I'm even taking a stability hit to get that 100 political power. That'll get us there. What's 100 divided by 2.6? I guess it's like a month and a half faster, right? Oh, we're actually at world tension. Minorities protest in Azerbaijan. Well, I can tell. Well, right now it's July. It's now August. Let's just say next month something will happen that I'm sure will raise world tension. I don't know how much it's going to raise it by. How much do you think 9/11 raises world tension by? I'm going to say 5%. Just so countries can actually unlock the intervention mechanics. You're so expensive. I hate that you cost so much money. And for us to actually fight terrorism, we need to get our way up to high police funding. Which I mean, it's only 1.3 billion more. But it costs political power. Which I don't want to spend. Do more training here. Because we could raid terrorist hideouts. It's still 50-50 though. And like 50-50 still doesn't seem that great. 577 days on you. We're still using rifles from the 70s, but that's okay. Well, I think we really just focus on more industry tech. Construction 1 is it's so expensive. Factory output, pension base. Like what we really want, railway construction, 100% construction boost on that's actually not bad. Give me a research speed. Right now we're negative 35%. GDP per capita is not helping us. Literacy rate's not great. Does it show in here? National Statistics International Faction. Does it not show us in here like where literacy is? Ideological powers. That's the party view. Because it's not any of these. Like these are like missiles and stuff. Is it one of these map modes? EU map mode, GCC, GDP per capita. Gabon, what's going on in Gabon, man? Or Aswanti? They're doing pretty well for themselves. Actually, Shawari, $293,000 per capita. Sawari, what the hell's going on over there? I'm guessing like 4 people live here and it's got oil, right? Yeah, 84,000. GDP is $24 billion. What the hell is going on there? Does that actually make them like the richest country on Earth? It might actually. Like 292, 143. Are they genuinely the richest country per consumer goods, fuel, economy? No, Vatican City technically is the richest. Well, actually, no, they're actually not even like near the top. because nobody lives in the Vatican City. It's pretty high up there. I mean, it's high up there, man. They got no debt. They have 12 billion in treasury, gross income 0.5. Who has the most money? China, United States. I mean, fair enough, I guess. America's actually not losing money. They're actually not going into debt. Anyways, now that we've been humbled by by disputed territory in Western Sahara. Fossil fuel. I don't want fossil fuel. I want the oligarchs to like me a little bit more. Education program. That's nice because it saves us. I mean, how much does that actually save us in political power after going up? Because you go up to free primary, so it goes up by 1 level. They have 60 political power. Like, who cares? That's like actually nothing. Like, let's just go for constitutional reform. 17 days. That will actually, well, actually, it'll get us up to rampant corruption. Which, I mean, it sounds bad. We're like, oh, yes, we now have rapid corruption in the country. But it's better than crippling. Like, I don't think anybody will deny that factor. Rampant, better than crippling, better than paralyzing. Why would I ever want to pay to go up here? School's out for summer. I don't know if there's any like, why would you ever want to go up? Like, there has to be, like, some reason. I just don't know what it would be. You know what I mean? Also, I want to see my literacy rate, but again, I don't really know where to look at it. Ask debt bailout. Debt to GDP, 167.9. Look, it sounds bad. I'm pretty sure Japan right now has, like, a 300%, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. Okay, election threat holds 5%, term limit of 2. We're currently in our first term. I really want to see what my literacy rate is. Like, literacy rate, dynamic modifier. It doesn't really say. It tells me what its effect is. Okay, constitutional reforms. Oh, then we get to choose one of these. Okay. Well, first things first. Give me rampant corrupt. I mean, are you better than this? You're more tax revenue, more stability, a little bit more construction speed. Factory output goes up. I mean, you're also 5%. So you know what? Yes. Let's lower corruption in the country. We're now down to rampant. Hopefully one day we can have it be unrestrained. And right now, what party are we? We're the People's Democratic Party. We either go for the all of Nigeria's People Party, which is all of Nigeria's People Party. So you are the Social Democrats, or we continue on with the conservatives here. Well, I mean, the conservatives have been doing pretty well, all things. I mean, we are like $1 billion in debt, but like, don't worry about that too much. This number's been going down. Okay. Let's do the resurgence of the PDP. I don't know why it's resurgence. It doesn't seem like they've actually gone anywhere. 45. Give me a 6% construction speed in Abuja. Is Lagos not the capital of Nigeria? I mean, I guess it makes sense to have it like central to the country. But I just really thought it was Lagos. But I think that at least for right now, this is really a great time for us to end off for today. So thanks for watching, my Anthem. If you've enjoyed, run thumbs up. Not enjoyed, thumb down. You want to see more, subscribing. Goodbye.